Warning. The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on down in the state of Texas? One megachurch pastor after another is going down in scandal. Is God judging the megachurches in Texas? Let's get into it and find out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hanshaw. Welcome to the Word of Truth broadcast. On today's program, we're going to get into a rather interesting topic, and it started last fall with T.D. Jakes involved in the P. Diddy homosexual party twerking scandal, where he was attending those gay twerking parties. And then after Jakes, there's been one after another megachurch pastor that has gone down in scandal after scandal down there in Texas. Is God judging the megachurches in Texas? I don't know. You make your own decision. Let's watch these videos.
Okay, we have more information on this T.D. Jakes situation. I mean, we just keep getting, these new little nuggets every single day, basically, about what happened with Jakes, Manasseh Jordan, Larry Reed's involvement in all of this. All right, so we got a lot to get into. Let's jump into it. There is so much here with T.D. Jakes and the inappropriate behavior involving him and Prophet Manasseh Jordan. I've been reporting on this now for about a week or so, as really all of this news about Jakes broke basically the week before Christmas. It carried after that now into the new year. So here's where we are right now. To kind of recap you on everything. Larry Reed from Larry Reed Live has been acting as sort of the unofficial spokesman for Manasseh Jordan and releasing this information about Jakes and this inappropriate behavior. Now, I want to remind you again, there's two separate incidents going on. The news that broke before Christmas was Jake's involvement in the Diddy parties, involved with his good friend Sean Combs. That, of course, was evidence that R&B singer Cassie had presented that showed Jakes attending these Diddy parties, and he was involved in behavior that pastors should not be involved with, if you know what I mean.
A very immoral past, and like Craig, I put lots of things that block that allow me to not have that temptation. And now I feel the same way as I get older. It's just not as much of a temptation.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You are wrong if you thought Pastor Robert Morris was the only megachurch pastor in Texas who had to resign due to moral failure. In this video, we're diving into the scandals that have rocked the religious community in Texas. We have many more pastors facing accusations that have led to their unexpected resignations. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill news, it's a story that has captured the attention of many due to its unprecedented nature. Pastors worldwide, and in this case in Texas, hold a significant role in society, and their positions come with immense responsibility and influence, making any controversy surrounding them all the more impactful. The following megachurch pastors have resigned due to reasons that have left many faithful shocked and in disarray. This resignation began after witnessing the stepping aside of Pastor Tony Evans, a longtime senior pastor at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship Church, who stepped away from his duties in early June due to an unnamed sin. Evans said that, while he hadn't committed any crime, he hadn't used righteous judgment in his actions. He was followed by the resignation of the founder and senior pastor of Gateway Church in Salt Lake, Texas, Pastor Robert Morris. In mid-June 2024, Pastor Robert Morris resigned from his position following an accusation he had sexually abused a girl for years, starting when she was 12 years old in the 1980s. This scandal also led to the resignation of James Morris, his son and one who had been nominated to succeed him. Pastor Ed Young of Second Baptist Church in Houston announced his step down, citing health challenges and a desire to transition leadership to his son, Ben Young. Ed Young said he and his wife are stepping up, not down. He said they are moving from the pulpit to the pew, are committed to their second family, and are eager to use their primary spiritual gifts of evangelism and encouragement within this family of faith. He vowed to stay in the battle despite stepping down as senior pastor. Tony Camarota of Stonebriar Community Church was fired after confessing to a moral failure that disqualified him from leading worshipers. Camarota, who had been with the Stonebriar Community Church for 17 years, was removed after expressing deep remorse for an undisclosed sin. While not addressing what that moral failure was, the church asked its membership not to speculate. And please guard against giving the devil any foothold for more damage to our church through unnecessary speech and speculation, the email reads. This is a sad day, and we don't want the devil making it worse through any one of us in the days ahead. Ronald Goines of Koinonia Church charged with sexual assault. Goines, a pastor at Koinonia Church in Arlington, was arrested on July 25 in connection to an ongoing sexual assault investigation, according to the Arlington Police Department. Goines turned himself into the Tarrant County Jail after the police department's sex crimes unit obtained 2 warrants for his arrest. He was charged with indecent assault and sexual assault. Goines was released on July 27 after posting $23,000 in bail for the 2 charges. Josiah Anthony of Cross Timbers Church resigns over inappropriate and hurtful conduct. Anthony, the pastor of Cross Timbers Church in Argyle, stepped down from his role in late July. His resignation was prompted by undisclosed, inappropriate, and hurtful actions towards both church members and staff. The church said once they were aware of Anthony's actions, he could no longer serve as the lead pastor. In a statement to media outlets, the church clarified that the inappropriate behavior does not include any children, physical or sexual interactions, or any illegal activity to our knowledge. Taryn Dames of North Dallas Community Bible Fellowship, Plano. Police arrested 51-year-old Taryn Dames, the senior pastor at North Dallas Community Bible Fellowship in Plano, after he called an undercover officer who was posing as a sex worker. Offered to pay $150 for sex, was given an address to a motel, and was then recorded knocking on a motel door at the address he was given. His arrest came as part of a sting operation the Plano Police Department regularly conducts targeting buyers of commercial sex. In a statement, the church Dames had worked at said Dames was removed from its staff and his position in May. The statement cited a moral failure as the reason for his removal, but did not mention his charge from police.
Fornicator or whoremonger. And I look up whoremonger because I heard the word before, but really didn't know the meaning. So I looked it up in the Greek to see what it meant by, what's in the world is a whoremonger? I thought it was a whoremonger, but no, it means sorcery or divination. It's dealing with demonic spirits.
Luke Cunningham, a student minister at Lakeside Baptist Church in Granbury, who was a former youth pastor in Lubbock, was arrested after being charged with sexual assault of a child, records show. The church immediately suspended the man, 41-year-old Luke Cunningham, upon learning he had been accused of inappropriate conduct with a minor at another church. And he was immediately released from his employment days later after more evidence was gathered. Pastor Mike Buster unexpectedly resigned as the executive pastor of Prestonwood Baptist Church after serving the church for 35 years. While I will no longer serve as your executive pastor, I will be your friend and co-worker in serving the Lord, Buster wrote. Joni and I will remain at Prestonwood and continue to be a part of the greatest church in the world. We would not want to miss being a part of the bright and flourishing future of our church. Buster wrote to the church's members in an email circulated by the church. Given this crisis in leadership and morality, what should you do? Pray for your church's leaders. Keep them accountable. Encourage them. Let them know you are following their godly example. Understand that they are not perfect, but continue nonetheless to call them to the highest standards of godliness and purity. The church must have leaders who are genuinely above reproach. Anything less is an abomination. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the impact of these resignations. The reverberations continue to be felt far and wide, leaving a lasting impression on the community and individuals affected. It's a reminder that even those in positions of authority are not immune to scrutiny and the consequences of their actions.
I want to offer you a book I wrote called Understanding Christian Apologetics, a Comprehensive Guide. Why do I expose false teachers, false prophets, and heretics on my YouTube channel? Am I a gossip? Am I a slanderer? Do I bring division to the body of Christ? Why do I do this? This book, Understanding Christian Apologetics, goes into a deep, thorough analysis of why I do what I do. What is the ministry of discernment, understanding Christian apologetics? This is an ebook. It's free of charge, no cost to you. Order your copy today. Now let's get back into the program. Many of you have asked me the question, where can I get a good book on Christian Bible doctrine? I've compiled this one on the fundamental beliefs of Christianity from an Arminian perspective, since I am an Arminian minister, meaning that I'm not Calvinist. I believe in the Arminian doctrine that man does have a free will. So I cover all of those doctrines, every major doctrine in Christianity in this book. It's well over 300 pages long. Get your copy today. It's free. I'm not charging a dime for it. My email is pastorvonhanshaw@gmail.com. Order your copy today. Let's get back into the program. Hello, friends. I hope you're enjoying today's program. If you are, I would ask that you would, first of all, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on it, and share this on your social media platforms. It really does help the channel grow, and it helps me spread the word of truth. Thank you very much. I want to make you aware of an ebook that I have wrote, Von Hanshaw, Commentary on Cults. This is a book where I describe the characteristics of cults, cult leaders, the major cults that most of us are aware about, and dozens of cults that most of us have never heard of. And is your church a cult, or is it leaning toward becoming a cult? This is a book that you definitely need in your ebook library. It's free of charge. Order your copy today. My email address is pastorvonhanshaw@gmail.com. Order your copy today. Let's get back into the program. I want to make you aware of a book I have completed, a summary of each book in the Bible. It's an ebook. It's free of charge. And what I've done, I've went through each book of the Bible, give a detailed summary, the key points, a basic outline of each book, the author if it's known, the date of the writing, all the information that you need at your fingertips on every book in the Bible. It's a great resource for your theological Christian library. Order your free copy today. My email address is pastorvonhanshaw@gmail.com. Let's get back into the program. Hello, I want to make you aware of an e-newsletter through your email that I send out every month. If you would like to subscribe to my email newsletter, please email me at pastorvonhanshaw@gmail.com. I go over in detail a lot of these videos that I produce about these false teachers and false prophets and these wolves in sheep's clothing. I go into detail into the backstory, a lot of these information, a lot of these guys who they're connected with, more in depth on their false teaching, their lifestyle, and much more in this monthly newsletter. Again, if you would like to subscribe, email me, pastorvonhanshaw@gmail.com, and I will get you signed up. It's free of charge. I look forward to hearing from you today. Let's get back into the program. And that will conclude today's program. There's indeed a whole lot of shaking going on down there in Texas among those mega churches. Some of the biggest named televangelists, preachers, and churches in America and around the world are going down in scandals whereby God is exposing. There's a verse in the Bible that says God will expose the sin from the rooftop, and be sure your sin will find you out. So there's nothing done in secret that God cannot and will not and does not expose when it comes to people claiming to be Christians, claiming to be preachers that are doing ungodly things in the name of God while representing God. That brings a reproach upon God. Thank you for being with me on the Word of Truth broadcast.